Hello and welcome to the Power 7 video. So we're going to talk about the 7 things that I try to accomplish each and every day to really use as a gauge whether my day was successful or not, and things that I try to incorporate in to my daily life to really help me run far more efficiently and be a happy, healthy individual. So the 7 things we're going to cover in a little bit more detail. There's some verbiage up above that kind of gives you some nuts and bolts, but here we're going to dive just a little bit deeper. I'll try and keep it concise as to why I do these 7 things and why I feel they're important for you to also complete each and every day. So the first one is sweat somehow. Okay, there's physiological reasons why I like people to do that. When you sweat, that means you moved. Your body was moving. You either moved in the form of exercise, swimming, biking, running, walking, weight training. Those are all things that I look forward to do every single day because I like to get my heart rate up. It's something that's very important. There's a reason it's number 1. Okay, there's also a lot of physiological benefits to sweating. Things that are not only getting rid of salt, toxins, things that really help your body move and run efficiently. Okay, that's an easy one. It's one that you should try to do each and every day. If one of my favorite sayings I tell all my patients is, a body in motion stays in motion, a body at rest stays at rest. So if you're sitting on the couch all day, you're not going to have a whole lot of energy and your body is going to want to work well. Okay? If your body's moving, it doesn't need to be lifting heavy weights or running 8,000 miles a day. It's really about the micro movements, small movements, constant movement, things that really help the body stay in motion. Okay. Number 2, which is a little bit ironic and it's kind of a joke, but it's also very important. Okay, it's a daily bowel movement. Okay, if you are having a bowel movement every single day on a schedule regularly and it's with ease, that's important. In the post, I kind of talked about an airport analogy. Whether it works or not, that's up for debate. But I thought it was fitting for kind of creating a picture in your mind. If you're having a daily bowel movement, it's like your body's like an airport. Okay, if your bowel movement is on time and it's consistent and it's with ease, that means your flight was smooth. You got onto the airplane. The check-in ladies were nice, and we just walked in, got to our destination, and everything was okay. If you're not having a daily bowel movement, or you're going days in between bowel movements, or you're having multiple on a daily basis, that means there's some sort of chaos. Whether that means it's airport security took forever to get through, or there was tons of people and your flight got delayed or canceled. Really, the picture that I'm trying to create in your mind is bowel movements should happen on a consistent, regular basis. They're going to be different for everyone, but the important component is that you have regularity. If you have regularity, that speaks to the system as a whole. It is happy, it is healthy, it's doing what it wants to do. Okay. Moving on to number 3. You've probably heard this from just about everyone. Okay, hydration is important. Your mother probably told you to drink more water. There's some cute kind of kitsch rules where you go, the 8x8 rule. You have 8 glasses of 8 ounces of water daily, and that's going to be proper hydration status. It's different for everyone depending on activity level and fitness and whether you ask your body to do a lot that day. But the thing I like to incorporate is take one of your beverages throughout the course of your day, whether it be coffee, soda, any other beverage, and just replace it with plain old H2O. That's a good place to start, and just being conscious about having more hydration, drinking more water. What I do is I like my Takea bottles, 40 ounces. I try and drink 2 of these a day. I spend a lot of time going to the bathroom, but I'd much rather have my body be getting rid of excess water than not giving it enough that it needs to perform all of the daily functions that are just absolutely imperative to the human body. We're around 60% water. You need to be drinking water. Okay. Moving on to number 4, junk light. This is a little bit different one that I've really started to dive more into as of late. I just finished a book, one of my favorite books that I've read recently, called The Circadian Code. Satchin Panda. Obviously, he's got one of the coolest names ever. And what he's talking about is what we do is important, but the when we do it is just as important. Okay, whether that be the timing of your meals, whether that be the timing of your exposure to light, all of those things matter. Timing and when is very important, and light is very important. What I like to tell people that I try to accomplish every day, especially with this point, is try to get sunlight first thing in the morning. Okay, when you wake up, go get some light. You know, it's hard because Wisconsin in wintertime, there's just not a lot of light available. Somehow get some bright light on your face, on your eyes. It really helps set the circadian code. It tells your body this is daytime, I need to be awake, I need to get my cortisol levels up, I need to start really ramping the body up for daily activity. It's when we sleep in bed until past your typical time, or we stay in this dark mode for hours on end in the morning, it's hard to set the body's circadian code. It's hard to tell the body, hey, it's time to get up, it's time to work. And that really affects not only how much energy you have throughout the day, but it also affects your sleep quality, because your body thought the beginning of the day was at 11 a.m. or 10 a.m. instead of 6 a.m. when you got up, because you didn't get some nice bright light in the eyes. So there's your action step. Get bright light first thing in the morning. That'll really help not only your energy levels throughout your day, but also your sleep quality at night. Okay. The next one, again, this is going to look different for everyone, but it's practice gratitude. Okay, it's something I do every day. I haven't gotten really into a big meditation practice. I'm envious of people that can meditate for longer periods of time. But what I do is I take some time in the morning, close my eyes, think about something that I'm grateful for, whether it be a relationship or some sort of item that I have, whatever it is, something that you can be grateful for to reflect, and just think about it. It takes me about a minute, and then all of the little activities throughout the day and things that kind of beat me down, it's kind of like a little barrier. It helps me hold on to something, whether I've had a tough day at work or I've had everything bad under the sun happen to me. At least I had that moment of gratitude in the morning to hold on to and be reflective of and just be thankful. Okay, so that one's going to look different for everyone. I'm not going to try and tell you what you should do, but what I do is a minute of gratitude. It goes a long way, I think. Okay. Number 6 is pretty important too. Okay, that's eating whole foods. I've see a little bit more in the video today, in the post. I'm not going to dive too deep into food. I'm going to keep it pretty short and simple. Okay, eat whole foods, plants, meat products, good clean meat products, fruits, avoidance of all of these processed items from big food and all of their added derivatives of added sugar and bad fats. It takes a little bit more work. It takes a little bit more prep. It takes more thought process. That is for a reason. They want you to buy their product. They want you to buy their meal prep. It's already done. Pop it in the microwave. You're good to go. Typically, that is just low quality food. Okay, take the time. I've got some recipes all over this website. Just do some research. Set aside some time to not only cooking good meals, but going to the grocery store, meal preparation. You can do that old adage, stick to the outside part of the grocery store. That's where all the good produce is, and the meat products, and the fruits and vegetables, and skip the inside, all of the processed garbage and things you don't need. Okay. And the last one is avoid sugar. It's huge. Okay, that's number 7. It's potentially up there to be number 2 or 3, but avoidance of sugar is just so important. Okay, it's becoming harder and harder in today's day and age. Just about everything processed has some sort of sugar additive. Okay, in the post I talked about how there is over 61 names, 61 names for sugar on food labels. Okay. I know a lot about food. I spend a lot of time researching food, and I could maybe name 4 or 5, 6. It's just one of those things that they're trying to put sugar into just about everything. It's really taking every product and pumping these low quality ingredients in and making you want more and more and more and more. So avoidance of sugar is just absolutely utterly important. Okay, the last thing that I really look at is three big things that really are huge drivers of added sugar is your condiments, your salad dressings, your yogurts. I mean, those are just the tip of the iceberg of items that typically have a ton of added sugar. I just went over to the grocery store the other day to pick up ketchup. Okay. There was a big, it's 8 foot by 8 foot section of all these different brands of ketchup. Okay. I turned every single one of them around, and I looked for one single bottle that didn't have added sugar. I didn't find one. This was a Pick and Save, pretty big grocery store. There was lots of selection. There's organic. There's regular. It didn't matter. Every single one had added sugar. Okay? When I order ketchup now, I have to order it from a company called Thrive. It's Thrive Marketplace. It's online. It's a wholesale company from California. They're great. They've got a great selection of condiments that I love. But think about the lengths that I had to go to just get some ketchup without added sugar. Okay? So there's your Power 7 post. Sweat, daily bowel movement, hydration, avoid junk light, practice gratitude, eat whole foods, avoid sugar. You do those 7 things, you're going to be feeling pretty good, you're going to be moving pretty good, and you're going to be a happy, healthy individual.